Oh, so the feature is called Open House with Jeffrey Bodeau, and interestingly enough, that's what we want to talk about today. Is open houses. It's a wonder how this all
Just works together, doesn't it?
First off,
we did that.
that's not symmetry's a beautiful thing. First off, in this pandemic era in which we live, are open houses still taking place?
Believe it or not, they are still happening. And when March and April came through, with the restrictions of the governor, there was nothing happening. But now they're allowed, and they are extremely busy, which is a surprise.
Really?
We're getting records numbers of people coming through the door.
Because I'd always heard that so much of it was being done online now, but apparently some people just want to see what the goods are all about.
You can only do so much on virtual, and virtuals are still happening, but people are now allowed to go into and do open houses. Of course, we're getting signed off permission from the seller in order to do it, and we're making suggestions to the seller that they completely sanitize everything beforehand and
Right.
completely sanitize once they're gone. As our agents, when we're there early, we're making sure cabinets or closet doors or shower curtains are opened up so nobody has to touch anything.
Oh, okay.
We're just asking people when you come through, just be courteous. There's a hand station at the beginning where you can wipe your hands down and all that. And we're just being very cautious. And you know what's surprising is everybody has been cautious as well. There's been no pushback by the public.
Hey, Jeff, who goes to open houses? I know they have a realtor's tour they do, or they used to. And, you guys all take a look at the, what's on the market. But are there other people just showing up?
You mean besides the public, Ray? I'm sorry.
Yeah. I'm just wondering, because there always is a house tour, and the realtors come blowing through, and they take a look at the place, so they kind of know what they're talking about, trying to make the sale. So, that's still going on too, is it not?
Brokers opens, as we call them, are still happening. They happen on Tuesdays. They're not happening. They're not as prevalent as what they were many years ago, 3, 4, 5 years ago.
Right.
I think because the agents are so extremely busy. But not only that, but we have access to so many pictures, videos now. That brokers opens, they're still happening, especially on unique homes where people are very interested in it. And the public, open houses has just been, historically for the past 3 to 5 years, have been very well attended.
Who knew?
Very well attended. And now they're even more attended, which is a complete surprise, again, to me and to a lot of my colleagues.
We know what the benefits of open houses are for the potential buyers. What's the biggest benefit for the seller?
The biggest benefit for the seller of the open house is you're getting multiple showings at one time. Essentially, they're showings, right? So you're getting multiple people at one time, and it's a less intrusive means for a seller to sell their home rather than having 10 showings, and one's at 2 on Tuesday, one's at 4 on Tuesday, one's on Thursday. Yeah. And if you're a seller of your home, getting your house prepared for a showing can take hours.
Yeah.
So that's one of the real benefits to a seller. You're getting all this exposure. Not only that, another benefit to a seller is they have all these people there at one time. And if you're a buyer and you're at that open house and you're ready to buy it, oh my God, there's 10 people here. I better hurry up and make the purchase.
Wow.
So it creates a little bit of a frenzy.
And so when you guys put one of those signs out, like on a corner somewhere, and have an arrow and balloons and all that and say, open house, do people just come in for the heck of that?
They just come in. Lots of times people used to look at the Hartford Courant, right? And I remember I used to do it. And the Hartford Courant on Sunday, and you look at all these brokers and what they're doing for open houses. Those aren't happening anymore. Everyone's using all the websites now. But lots of times the signs do draw, more than often, the signs do draw people in. We were just driving by and we looked at your signs. This is a neighborhood we've always liked, so here we are.
How long are open houses now, Jeff?
Typically 2 hours. They're typically either like 12 to 2 or 1 to 3. Sometimes we'll do 1 to 4 or 12 to 3. But for the most part, it's for 2 hours. And a lot of us agents, we're actually doing 2 in a day. So we'll do 12 to 2, and then we'll run over to somewhere, and the signs are already up, and we're doing 2 to 4.
You recommend the seller get the heck out of the house?
Oh, please do.
Okay, that's what I thought. Yeah.
Yeah, I know you love your house, and I know you think it's completely valued more than what the comps show that it is. But yes, let us do our job, and go out, take your wife out for breakfast or lunch or a late brunch.
Is there a better time to have an open house than another, like 10 to noon, noon to 2, 2 to 4? Is there a time that you, in your experience, have found to be a little more effective?
I haven't. It's kind of hit or miss, and they're all well attended. 12 to 4, or 12 to 2, or 2 to 4. They're all well attended. 1 to 3. It really hasn't made a difference whatsoever. It'd be nice if they were like 9 to 11.
Right.
We're in the morning, and then we have our afternoons free.
Yeah.
Right.
Beautiful.
Hey, look, you can't ask for anything. We're for everything. We're visiting with Jeffrey Bodeau, our every other week segment from William Rivas, Open House with Jeff Bodeau. What's the biggest mistake that sellers make in preparing their domicile for an open house?
Yeah.
Well, the biggest mistake is not getting rid of dog hair, dog beds, that sort of thing. That's a huge concern. And, people are going to open up, or at least they used to. They are going to open up your curtains or your cabinets. They are going to open up your shower curtains. So I can't tell you the number of times we have said showers left in there. You could imagine the things we've had. So you've got to you got to clean your house. That's all. That's all it comes down to. If your dog's in the front yard and he's doing his thing, you got to clean that stuff up.
Yeah, really, really. And there used to be a trick that people did when you were showing a house. You'd put gingerbread in the oven. You'd be baking gingerbread. Does that work?
It's sometimes it does work. You put some gingerbread, or you put something in the oven, or the night before you cook a nice roast, and it does smell through. It does make a difference. It absolutely does. It's like the casinos pumping air into the building to make you happy. It's the same situation.
How invasive do people get when they show up for an open house? I mean, does somebody have to say, hey, you can't really go there?
Out of there.
No. For the most part, people attending open houses, they're very gracious, they're very courteous, they're very respectful, especially nowadays too. Not only do they, out of courtesy to the seller, not want to be touching things, but of their own concern too. So nobody's touching anything. If somebody wants to can I see this, or can I look at the pantry if the door's not open? At that point, the agent will go over and open up the door for them. But
okay.
It's amazing how much this COVID has really brought us together in a lot of ways and respectful of one another.
Hey, Jeff, here's a question. How many sales would you say do you get off an open house? I mean, is it fairly significant?
So I would say that the seller, hosting an open house, the seller will probably sell 1 out of 4 times, maybe 1 out of 3 times that home will get sold from an open house.
Okay. Well, betters your odds.
I'm sorry?
Betters your odds.
It absolutely betters your odds. Again, it's an inconvenience on your Sunday, but it's a lot less of an inconvenience of 6-7 showings at different times of the week.
Ugh.
So some sellers don't want them, and I understand that, and we respect that as agents. We'll give the benefits and the negatives, and we let the seller make their decision based on that.
All right, good advice. And Sunday's always the better day, right? Not Saturday?
Sunday's a better day. Sometimes Saturday. We'll do open houses on Saturday as well. If there's a holiday or something going on Sunday, the marathon or something, we'll do an open house on Sunday. I've also done open houses on Thursdays, what I call commuter open houses. Those between like 4 and 8.
Makes
so
sense.
I know when people are driving by, they're going to see the signs on their way home from work, and they're going to want to take a look.
Why not?
All right. If you want to learn more about today's topic or any other questions about the real estate market, contact Jeff Bodeau of William Rivas at 860-463-9296, 860-463-9296, or online at jeffbodeau, BODEAU.com. Jeff, good stuff. We'll talk to you in 2 weeks. Enjoy the Labor Day weekend.
Enjoy your holiday, please.
Appreciate it.
We'll try.
You do. We'll try.
You know, we forgot to ask him.
No.
We were talking about this earlier. What if you could have something in your house? What would you want?
Oh,
so we said, really nice
look,
backyard.
I can't even remember what we did last hour.